Hello family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Maria Mugini, and this channel is all about bringing you live from the village as it happens, just the way it is, just raw, unfiltered, and full of enjoyment, guys. So my people, today I'm coming live from my rental home here in Nyabuanse. It has been hectic setting this camera. Sometimes you set and then the light goes off or the Wi-Fi disappears. So that is the reason why you see me. I have changed the time from 8:40 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. It kind of a challenge when doing the settings. So my people, today's live is all about sharing my first ever TV interview, and it was about I was called to go and talk about the FGM and its dangers, and how has it affected the girl child in our community. Yes, guys. I can't even imagine. I can't even. Okay, it was so amazing. It was amazing for me. Let me say how it started and how it ended. First, I wasn't able to imagine myself uh, being selected or being given this opportunity, comparing that I'm a village girl or I was not that famous. Uh, I was not even among the top groups or the top people that can go and give live interview on the national TV. But it happens to me. So it was one of the Sunday when we were about to celebrate African Child. So I was coming from the church and I had passed to a restaurant to get myself something, and I was with my baby. The father was at work because all the time he used to go to work. So this time I had gone to church, myself and my daughter. So I called him telling him that I'm not coming straight home. I will be passing, that is a famous restaurant where we used to go and have our meal sometimes, or a cup of coffee. He loved coffee by that time when he was alive, yes. So my people, just when I had ordered my meal, I received a call. That's when I received the call. The phone came in. So at first I was reluctant to pick the call because it was a new number that I have never seen. And by that time I was not connected to a true caller to see who's calling, or is it somebody who I know. So what happened? So the first call ended. So I saw the person is insisting. So I picked the call with a low tone just to know who is the person is. So the lady introduced herself. She introduced herself and told me that I'm so and so, and I'm calling you. I found your number on social media, and having gone through your details on social media, I saw that you are dealing with the FGM, and even you have been able to rescue some girls. And so my main point is you to attend an interview tomorrow to talk about the dangers of FGM and how it has affected the girl child in your community. Oh my God, can you imagine the shaking? And what came through my mind was like, me, Maria, to go to the interview to talk about the girl child and its FGM. So I didn't even ask on what social media platform that she find the contact, because I had the Facebook page for my organization, and yeah, so all the details were there, and even by that time I had a website with all the details. So, and the only platform that I had not given my details was on Twitter, and even I'm not fan of Twitter, by the way. And yeah, Instagram, yeah, but not very much fan of it. But the place I gave out my details and everything about organization was in Facebook page. Yeah, that's where I always post. I used to post when the organization was running. So having all that thoughts, so by that time, even I have not given an answer, but I told her, let me think about it and give you an answer. I will call you back. Believe me, my people, even I didn't order the food. I had to cancel the order so that I can rush home to think about it. Remember, this is an opportunity that you want to be seen on TV. At the same time, you don't have what it takes to be on that TV. So yes, you're fighting. What are you going to talk about? Yeah. Yes. Kindly tell me where you're watching from, my people. Thank you so much for those who have joined. Kindly give the live a like. Edward Olhai said hi. Hi. Yeah, Elfas Kigamwe, thank you so much for joining. Hi to Teacher Gan, Tetu Girls. Tetu Girls, thank you for joining. I'm saying hi to Olaj Kuthuma. Sasa ukwaje? Niko fit sana. Thank you for joining, my people. Thank you. Let's share and tell me if you have you ever been called to go and give a talk, and when you don't know, when you don't have anything in mind. Tell me how was it, guys? How was it, my people? How did you take it? Yeah, remember, this is an opportunity to talk about your organization. Because once you are, it is a national TV, yes. Because once a TV has been has live or calls an interview for big people, so that means that it is a national TV being watched all over the world. So for me, this was an opportunity. At the same time, I was kind of tense. Yeah, I was tensing. So to the extent of even canceling the food and rushing back home. So in that process, I called my hubby. I told him what the call what means, but I have not given the answer. So, and I needed, by the way, when he was alive, he really supported me with my organization in terms of ideas and how to run the project. And that's why I was able to go further. Elfas Kagwa, do you have a right light with tripod? Okay, the tripod I'm using, it is not having a light. So it is not having a light. It's just a stand and that regulator that. So are you not seeing me? But I will get one with the light so that you can see me. Actually, this is the first live I'm doing at this hour here. It is 9, oh, it is not showing time, but I guess it is not yet 9:30. Yes, so my people, I called my hubby to explain to him about the news I have received, and he told me that he can create some times and come back to help me. And yes, for sure he did. So actually he told me what is the interview all about. Yeah, 9:24. That's good. Thank you for helping out. So let me know where you are watching from this live, and yeah, and I'm here to answer your questions, guys. I'm here to answer your questions, family. Let me know what you want, and yeah, regarding the anti-FGM. FGM, that is the female genital mutilation. And if you want to know more about Kuzadada community-based organization, let me know. And if you want to know about myself, yeah, for those who don't know about my story, you are free to ask anything. Yes, and let me know if you hear me well, clearly, and if you can see me, I'm dark. Yeah. So my people, this is how it went. Yeah, it went, and it went down very well. So actually, I told my hubby the topics that I have been given to talk about. So he told me that as he works, he will be thinking about it. And he also told me that as you go home, just go and think about it. But now, one thing my hubby knew about me is when he gave me assignment, I will dedicate all my work on all my time on that assignment, on whatever he had for me. Yeah, so instead he told me that just wait, I'm going to work on it and then I will send you the draft. You go through it, and then when I come back, I will create some times and then I come early so that we can finalize on what you are going to talk. So actually, he kept the promise, and by that time now I was going through the Google and looking for everything that concerns about FGM. So I was like, I'm Googling, going to different organizations that deals with FGM, just to get some points, just to know what I will be talking about. And by that time now, I was going through some interviews, different interviews from people. Yeah, just to know how they did the interview. So, yes, so by good luck, my hubby came in time. So instead of him giving me the draft, he pretended to be the live interviewer. So I was the interview. So he pretended that now he's interviewing me. We do like now I'm sitting in front of the camera, and then now he's asking me some questions. You see, and for sure that works. Yes. So and then he told me I should not assume that is the person that I know him. I should assume that is a person doing interview for me and asking me the question. That was the joy, and I really miss that. I can remember that day very well. Yes, people. Yeah, just give me the comments, guys. Just tell me where you are watching from and give the video a like kindly. Yes, I really appreciate, and I'm here because of you guys. We are here because of each other, not me, not you only. So we are here, and I really appreciate if you are here, you are online, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, so that's how it was. That's how it happened. So I pretended that now my hubby was a TV reporter who now was giving me an interview. And then I was now the Maria now who is giving out the FGM points or topics. Yes. So and then he told me that, and then I know today you are not going to sleep. You are going to sing about the points that you have written down. So actually, for him, he was preparing me on how to face the camera and how to sit in front of the camera without tensing. And yeah, so he never wrote me the draft. He told me that I say what is in my mind, because if he writes for me, it is like I'm going to cram whatever that is going, he will be drafting me with. So he told me, I just want you to go to read some articles, and pick some words that you can talk about. So just pick points that you think this point is this word talks about this, and this is what I'm going to talk about. So that's what happened. How old were you that time? It is not that long time. It was in 2023. So from 2023, it is about 3 years ago. Yeah. So it is not that long. Yeah, because my child was less than a year. Yeah. So yeah. Mavia, welcome. I heard you speak a little on this topic before. Yes, so now I'm talking about it. Yeah, because it is I was on national TV by that time, you know. So I went through some articles that my husband provided for me that gave me some points, but he was against me starting to cram. You know, when you cram, when you reach somewhere, you forget about everything. Yeah, so he taught me on how to read and pick some words or some statements or some topic that has a heavy meaning, and that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did, and that's how I went about it. Yeah, so the day looks shorter during that time. So I was like, so after going through all that and having something in my mind, so I called the lady, the interview lady, and told her that now I will be attending the interview. That's tomorrow as Monday. Now, the interview was on Monday. Remember, I received the call on Sunday when I was coming from the church. So the interview was going to be on Monday. Time was 9 p.m. 9 a.m. I mean 9 a.m. What? Yes. This is the time when you feel that the world can crash. Yeah. So when it came in the morning, so I prepared myself for the day. I looked for the best dress that I could, and I prepared myself actually. I looked for somebody who can come and stay with my baby. And so the person I found, we were to meet in town, but she was also late from her house. So we met at the where I was going for interview. Yeah, so we met at that place. That so in Westland, that is was in Westland in Nairobi. Yes. So yeah, that Monday coming that Monday. Well, so waking up in the morning. First, I woke up at I was late by waking up. You know, the morning jams in Nairobi. You can tell those who are in Nairobi. They know the traffic jam in the morning. So you can wake up you can get out of your house at around 6. You arrive wherever you're going, whichever office you are going, you arrive there at even 8. Remember, from 6. So the earlier the better. But that time I was late, so I didn't make it like in time. So uh, during that at that time, so I by 7 I had to come. I was now coming out of my house to Westland. Yeah, Westland is in Nairobi, west part of Nairobi. So seeing the jam. So I called an Uber to take me there, because using the public means it was going to waste me. I couldn't have made it, even though I was late for 5 minutes. So I couldn't have made it in that by that time. So I ordered an Uber to take me to Westland. So I paid quite amount of money transport for, Uber is a bit expensive than public means. And that was the first. So we looked for alternative. to reach there. So the only alternative was to use Nairobi Expressway. So that was also my first time to use expressway. So I had to go um, to dig deeper to pay for that express, because for Ubers you have to pay for using that express. So I used the expressway, and I was only late for 5 minutes. Yeah, and thank God enough that the first people that were being interviewed had not even finished their interview when I arrived there. Yes, so you can see how God works. So God was with me by that time. So, that time I'm having a baby and we are rushing. Yes, and I remember even I carried the baby without a shawl, a baby shawl. So I just carried the baby the way I had dressed her, and then we walked there. So according to the time we had set, I was supposed to be there at 9 o'clock exactly, but I was there at 9 p.m. So on at almost around I was about 5 minutes away when the lady called me and asked me, Maria, are you coming? I said, yeah, I'm on the way, but I'm gonna be late for some few minutes. And then I remember that day we were having the interview was for two people. So there was this lady from Masai Land who also they are being faced by FGM. So she's also running an organization in that area, whereby we're gonna be meeting soon. We're gonna be meeting soon to talk about this issue of FGM. So we exchange ideas on and skills to see what we can do more to the community. Yeah, so she was late. She was totally late. She came 20 minutes late. So so she came and find me already. I had started the interview because we couldn't wait for her any longer. And so it is interview after interview, it is interview after interview. Yeah. So on arrival, I found that the first group of interview was still inside, and that time was a prominent person from the government. Although I didn't have the chance to share one, two, three, but we shook hands and I said my name. Yeah, that's how it was, and it ended like that. So they went their own way, and then I entered into the office. So I left my kid with the girl that I had called to come and stay with the baby home, but she came late, so we met in town, and then that's how we went. Yeah, so yeah, yes, guys. So it was that time now I was giving out um, the effect of FGM. So, as people, for those who don't know about FGM, it is uh, one one act that has caused a lot of pain to so many generations in our community and in outside Kenya, outside Africa. And I used to think that it is only in Africa, or it is only in my community that do practice that FGM. Only growing up and knowing that most part of the world they do practice this thing, and since ours is very common, that's when they focus on Korea, Maasai, and adding on that, our neighbor here, Somali, they do it very bad, and it is worse than even ours. Yeah. So the reason why I came to this, it is because ours was once this FGM, once it happens to a girl, that girl will stop going to school and get married. So, but in other communities or in other cultures, the girl child is given opportunity to continue education. I don't know if that is so, but I have not seen girls being forced as it is in our culture here, or as it is in our community. I don't know. But in our community, it is that the girl child is not given the chance to continue with the education. Yeah. Okay, the meaning of FGM. FGM, thank you so much for reminding me that. So FGM is a female genital mutilation. So this is the act whereby the girl child is, should I explain that? Yeah, so it is the act of where the girl child is cut, what do they call it? The bean part. Yeah, the bean part. Yeah, when it comes to open, I normally say it openly, and I do demonstration. So it is where they take that there is that part of bean. We have the Libya Manora, and yeah, I need to do more research on that. And but now it is that act of cutting, removing that bean of a girl, yeah, bean of a girl. So by doing so, they say that now when they cut that thing, when they cut that bean, they say that now they are helping that girl from being from not from avoiding men. When they say that when you have that being, your blood, your temperature is high. You like you are in demand of men. You sleep with a lot of men anyhowly. So they cut that thing to cut that. Oh, kindly somebody to explain to me, to translate for me this from Sicily. It is in French. It is in French. Kindly somebody who knows what it means to tell me it. To explain to me. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, everyone. Kindly give the video a like there and tell me where you are watching from. Yes, guys. So by doing so, they say that when a girl becomes high when you have that being. So I don't know if that is true, but it is not. According to me, that is not true. About jumping from one man to another, that is that is the hormones of the body. That's hormones. Even there is those who are cut, but they end up having multiple men, so they don't settle with one man. And then in our language, I understand the reason why they introduced that FGM during that time. I understand that when during that time, men were going to the forest to do hunting. Yeah, to do hunting. And then when those are the married men, when they were going to the forest to do the hunting, so they said that so they were going for a long time, like for a month or more than 3 even months. So they say that when they were leaving their wives, those wives who are going to look for men outside, because now the body is high, the body wants, the feelings are high, they always want to be with a man. So on realizing that, so you leave your wife when she's not pregnant, but when you come back, you find that your wife is pregnant and is not your child. Yeah, so that's when the problem started. They say that so the women they were high, they always wanted it to be a man, and their men were not around. They had gone for hunting or to keep peace from other communities. Yeah, so that's how I understand how FGM came in, and that's and how they believe that by doing so, now they are reducing the hormones of that, the feeling of that lady, of that person, from sleeping with different men. Yeah. So the main point or the main aim is cutting the feeling of that of the person, of the girl. Even if she gets married, she will not have feelings for other men. She will get such fights with the person she's married to. So guys, if you know, or I mean, so family, if that is true, if that is the reason why, if you come from the community where they do practice FGM, kindly let me know if that is true. But in our community, they say that is true. So the reason they practice FGM, that is female genital mutilation, is because they wanted to limit the feeling of a girl child, so that when the girl is married, she can stick with only one man. Yeah. So, but the question is, uh, why was the blame being kept to a lady only? You know, because if you say so, yeah. They can't stop anything. Hormone is really, personality are real. Yes, that's exactly my point. Because when my hormones are high, even if I want, even if that bean is removed, still I will go and sleep with a man. Yeah, that's the fact. It won't stop anything. So also something else is okay, it was cut to reduce the feeling of a man, of a lady to another man. Why is it that, why can't that feel I mean, why can't the girl child be given the opportunity to continue with the education until she lives until she attain her dreams, so that she can have a bright future. But once it is done, the cut is done, the girl is married off to whoever. So that one is not even reducing, that one is destroying the future of other human being. Yes. So my point here is I was asking this. Yeah, I was asking this, why? I mean, if you're coming from that community, let me know. Is it true? Is it true that removing of that pin reduces the feeling of a lady from sleeping from one man? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So the another point is okay. These men claimed that they were leaving their wives, and then their wives could not I mean, maintain themselves from sleeping around with men. So they end up sleeping with men, and then their husbands, when they were coming back, they found that this has happens. So they introduced that method of circumcising the girls. Yeah, let me say that. So does it mean that these men out there, they were abstaining until coming back to their wives? So for me, I don't think so. I think that even these men, they were also having some good moment with other ladies out there in the forest, wherever they were staying. Because as for me, what I know, the hormones of a man is very high. He can't even stay 2 weeks without sleeping with a lady, with a woman. How comes that you stay with a, it can't reduce the feeling? Even doing that, you will live a life with more than one partners if you wish. Exactly. That is, I have experienced that. I have experienced that with the person I know. Having coming from a community, that person has been married more than even 5 times, and she's a woman with the how many kids? 6 kids. But everywhere she goes, she bear a child. She bear a child. So and this is the lady who was also cut. She was circumcised. But now, through that, now that I come to learn that circumcising a lady does not reduce anything. It doesn't. And prove me wrong, kindly. If you ever experience this, my fellow people from community, my fellow community mate, yeah. Yeah, so wherever you are watching from, let me know. Kindly go and find out, go and do more research, and and you'll see the reason why, the point why I'm fighting this, the point why I'm resisting this FGM, the point why I don't want, I just want a girl child to have that freedom of deciding, this is what I want, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to be. But there are nobody to take them through that. We have brilliant people, we have brilliant girls, we have brilliant ladies who can study and become some people in the world, not only in the community. But we have been limited. The girl child has been limited by this act of FGM. Yeah, that's what I know. Yeah, but why? What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to sit and watch this happen? We are not in 19th centuries, nor are we in 20. I don't know, 19 or 18. Those are the things that have passed. You know, we are embracing digital life. We are moving away from harmful traditions or harmful cultures. You know, yeah, and so, for me, the points that I spoke about was how it has reduced, how this FGM has reduced a girl child. Yeah, we don't have that voice. We don't have the voice to stand and say, okay, I am a girl and this is what I want to be. This is how I want things to be in my family. No, it has reduced us. This FGM, it leads to separations of the families, because sometimes you hear that one parent is supporting FGM, another parent is not supporting FGM. So in the middle, you end up now being separated. So the children are left there. Exactly, that is very true. FGM can cause physical and mental health problems. Some girls experience bladder problems and recurrent infections. Yeah, and remember, once this thing is done traditionally by herbalists. So you cannot tell me that a person who has done a person who is bleeding, massive bleeding, can be cured or can be healed by herbalists. I have an experience. Personally, I went through FGM, in case you don't know. And that's why the pain I went through up to day, I feel it. It is like this thing was done to me today morning. Hi, Julia. Welcome, my sister. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah, so this thing, so after being done, after that, I was very young by that. I was very young. That was 1996. Yeah, 1996, very young. So when this thing was done, I remember, the only thing I remember was how that lady, that herbalist, after cutting off that thing, by the way, I cried. Yeah, I cried. I cried. I couldn't persevere. The pain was too much, so I cried. Then now, I saw that lady chewing some herbs, yeah, and putting from there. And then this was too painful. Then by this time, I always remember when I see a young girl. If you can go to my Facebook page and see, I have some photos there of little girls that have undergone those that act. So you can go and see how. So I always feel, has this girl gone through that pain that I went through that during that time? That was 1996, very young, very young. Yeah. So I once did a research on it in early year. Yeah, so kindly share what you find on that research. Kindly, most people, they don't know what we are talking about. They don't know about FGM. They really don't know. But it is something very harmful. It is something very bad. It is something that you wouldn't wish any of a girl child to go through. As if you have a good wish for a girl child, this is something that you should fight with your tooth. Yeah. So after that, okay, for me, I didn't bleed. I didn't bleed, but there is some people who bleed to death. It causes death. By the way, if you don't know, it causes death, and so the reason why it causes death. Uh, yeah, there are four types of FGM. Yes, there are four types of FGM. Yeah. So you can share with us the four types of FGM kindly, if you have the research kindly. Yeah. So the pain. So you see, the reason why even some girls lose their lives through bleeding, it is because when they bleed, they're not taken to the hospital. Because if you take the cat girl to the hospital during that time, the person who has taken her to the hospital, she or her will be arrested, because the government is against the FGM. And then here you have taken her to the herbalist. She has been cut, and then she bleeds. The thing is done locally without proper medication. So that's why they end up bleeding, and then clitoral dichotomy, that total or partial removal of the sensitive criteria and its surroundings. Yes, and yes, thank you so much. Thank you for helping. So, guys, you can see Mavia is helping us on how those are the types of FGM that is done with different communities and different religions, not religions, no, the different communities and culture. Yeah. And like the Somali, they have a different one, and we shall be talking about them step by step. Yeah, like one time we talk about one type, another day we talk about just like that. Yes, guys. So as I was saying that as I was saying, so with this thing, the pain, the bleeding, the bleeding is what mostly send causes death. Yeah, the bleeding. So when you take to the hospital, you will be arrested. So they fear taking the victims to the hospital, and they use a lot of herbs. Even some, they don't know what type of herbs they are being given, but those herbs, they can't stop bleeding. So, and also during giving birth, some people do die during that time, during when giving birth, so it causes death. Yeah. So we are going to give more on that, on each and every causes and effect of FGM. Yeah, so for me, I was able to give to do that interview, and that is what I was able to talk about, the effect of FGM on a live TV. and the how it has affected the community. Yeah. Initially people, my community never believed in girl child. This is the time they're waking up, but they are not waking up leaving the culture behind. They are waking up with that culture. You know, this is the time they know that kumbe we can educate a girl child, and a girl child can secure a white collar job. A girl child can sit in the office, can treat somebody, can become a doctor, can become a pilot. And also one thing also my community is behind is because my community has not explored. It is just within. People have not explore. People have not traveled and see how other people um, and do and see how people live, how girls are educated, how girls sit in an office, exception the partial or removal of the clitoris plus the removal of the labia minora or the inner skin folds surrounding the vagina. And this is what Somalia does. Yes, guys, this is what Somalia does to their girls. So, guy, my people, this thing is real. This thing is real, and this thing is very harmful. Don't see girls from those community and think that they're okay, they're good, especially the girls from Somaliland. Where this one? Mhm. We shall talk about it. We shall talk about it. And I'm going to find photos. I will be showing you the how it is done. Yeah, so you know that we are not just creating stories. It is something that is real and it is very harmful, very very harmful. So for me, on my that interview, so after arriving in the office, yeah, I talked about the dangers of FGM that's causing death, that's destroying dreams of girl child, being married off as at an age, and all that. And hey, my people. Yes, infibulation, the cutting and the repositioning of the labia minora and the labia majora, the outer skin folds that surround the vagina. This often includes stitching to leave on last. The third one is the one which belongs to the Somalia girls. Somalia girls, yeah. This one was after cutting the stitch, so they remove only that hole, that small gap for passing a monthly period, and then the urine. Yeah. So this is it. I was the infibulation. So this is what Somalia does, and there is also the one from I think Zambia or Zimbabwe. Yeah, I will find out. Yes, guys. So, actually, guys, I will come to an end of today's live. So kindly let me know something. Sometimes the opening of can be so small that it needs to cut open to allow sexual interiors or give birth. And you see, that's why some of these they have a lot of problem during when they are giving birth, when they're giving birth. Yes. Yeah, so we shall be talking more on these topics, and I'm going to come with a lot of them. So kindly help me out to find more on this FGM part, and also we are going to discuss more. And the reason why you see me engaging on this community work and fighting for the girl child education or rights. It is because of these norms that do not care about the girl child. So guys, kindly keep on watching my YouTube channels, videos, playlists, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.